Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of This Week in Crypto Philanthropy, where we highlight the top giving news, stories, and the power of crypto for good. Nick Mikhalevsky, Senior Sales Manager here at The Giving Block. Flying solo today, my colleague Petra Moran is out today, but very excited that we have another special guest episode, and very excited to welcome Christie Garton, CEO of Thousand Dreams Fund. Christie, thanks so much for joining the episode today.
Nick, thanks so much for having me. I'm looking forward to the conversation.
Excellent, excellent. Well, we're very excited to have you on this week's episode. I know there's a lot of things that's going on with Thousand Dreams Fund, Women's History Month. Why don't you maybe start with some of the things that you're kind of doing right now? And I know you're out in the field today. What's kind of happening with you guys right now?
Yeah, well, it's a great busy time of year for us. My organization, 1000 Dreams Fund. We are 9 years old, and when we launched back in 2016, we had a big dream to really serve women who are underserved, primarily in college. They have big dreams, they know what they want to do, but they lack the resources to get there. So we've been providing microgrants to them ever since. We provide mentorship through one of our Mentor Her programs. And we also are connecting them to job opportunities. So yes, today I'm out in Denver for ETH Denver. We have a new initiative supporting women specifically who want to get into Web3 and AI. It's called the Future Fund Fellowship. And we actually announced it in partnership with the Giving Block back in October last year on International Day of the Girls. So we're really excited about the program. We're out here to network and, meet new potential partners for the program.
Yeah, fantastic. And how are you guys leaning into sort of the crypto, AI, Web3 kind of ecosystem?
Well, it has been a really easy journey, actually. When we initially started, it was us just accepting crypto. So we had a board member who is very into tech, and this is maybe like 4 years ago, 5 years ago. And she brought the concept of crypto fundraising to us and had a direct link to the Giving Block. I think you're one of your co-founders. And we set that up. And right away, we were getting support for our work and for our mission. And so it just was kind of like a really exciting new avenue for us to bring in support. And so we've been accepting crypto ever since. But our organization, we're really focused on helping women access employment pathways and helping our partners get access to that talent that they need, that next gen talent. And we've been doing that in some very specific areas, especially where women remain underrepresented. We see that in tech, obviously, but even more focused. We have a very developed initiative for women in gaming and esports who want to work in that industry. So kind of had that aha moment where, we've been accepting crypto for years. Like, this is an industry that is continuing to grow. Obviously, with this new administration, there's a big focus on, blockchain, crypto, Web3, and we want to make sure that women continue to have access to those opportunities. So that's where this idea for the Future Fund Fellowship came to us back at this past July, actually, and engaged with your team. And immediately, we're being introduced to potential supporting partners, and one of our kind of initial partners for the program, Ripple, is on board. So, we're really excited about what we've seen already, but definitely the potential for this to grow. And I think it's just so important for us to be out at these kind of events like ETH Denver, but others where we can network and get the word out.
Yeah, it's been great to watch and great that you're out there, at one of the conferences right now, which is super cool. I have to imagine there's a lot of great conversations that are happening. And I guess, for the fund itself, what kind of inspired you to launch that fund? And can you give us just a little bit of a breakdown of what it does, and specifically those micro grants? Like, what kind of tangible impact, can you see from those $1,000 micro grants?
Absolutely. So the idea for it, for me, it's been a journey. At one point, I was that student. I had, big dreams, and I didn't necessarily have the resources to access opportunities outside of the classroom. that over time, for me, the ones where I was able to get funds and able to do like a study abroad experience made such a huge difference for me. So I've been a lifelong social entrepreneur. I launched my first nonprofit at 19 when I was in college. And I've always been really just interested in aligning my career to do that work. So to be able to do it full time through this organization has been such a blessing for me. And our first focus when we launched, the name of the organization, we were really focused on that funding. We did research. Over 1,000 women, when we initially launched, told us that they lack access to funding. Yes, there are a bunch of scholarships, but so many of them are targeted to specific regions, specific areas of study. We wanted to launch something that would support all dreams, and really focus on that extracurricular opportunity that often goes underfunded or unfunded. And that's where that $1,000 microgrant came. In some cases, we're providing a little bit more where we have partner support. They may want to provide 2,000 up to 2,000, but we're really targeted, small but mighty impact that these funds can have. And just to give you an example of that breadth of how we support dreams, all dreams matter. It allowed us back in 2018. I met a young woman who was in college. She was dreaming. Her dream was to be in the Olympics. She was a ski jumper and was working 3 jobs to fund her workout and the training and the travel that goes into that journey. I mean, she was top of her of that sport, but she didn't have the support. Women's sports is an area that's underfunded. So through our work and our breadth and ability to support all dreams, we teamed up and we supported. Her name is Abby Ringquest, and her dream of becoming an Olympian. We were her only sponsor that year. And proud to say she made the Olympics. She got to jump at Pyeongchang back then, and so we continue to have these really amazing, inspiring individuals. But if you go to our website 1000dreamsfund.org, you can actually see the story of each and every young lady that we have funded through that microgrant program over the years. And, we've provided over $1 million to date. And so to be able to do it now for women who want to be in Web3 and AI, very exciting. I see so much potential. And anyways, yeah, we're really committed to that program.
Wow, that's an incredible stories of impact. We'll definitely have links in the show notes for folks to check this out. And how would someone in the crypto community get involved with the work that you guys are doing here?
Absolutely. So this program is intended to provide lots of avenues to support. Obviously, you can be a donor. That is number one. It's a program that we're seeking. So it's a fellowship. We're providing a microgrant. Each of our participants will get $1,000 microgrant towards their area of studies related to Web3. They will get access to mentors, and they will get access to employment opportunities with our corporate and nonprofit supporting partners. So to be able to support those microgrants and just the administration of the program, we're seeking donor support. If there are companies out there who are interested in investing in that next gen talent, we have an incredible network of women who are in school pursuing tech, STEM fields, but they may not be aware of the potential in Web3. So this program is intended to give them access to that. And so we are absolutely encouraging companies to partner with us on this program. But everybody can mentor. We're inviting individuals to also sign up to be a part of the mentorship side of this. So this program, our goal in year 1, we're launching the application, by the way, next week, actually, March 5th, around International Women's Day, but Women's History Month in March. So that application will be live. We'll be inviting students to apply. Our goal is to support 100 women in year 1. So those 100 women need to be mentored. And our mentoring program, that is where I think everybody listening today could absolutely step up and support. And we'll, hopefully give information on how to get in touch with us to be able to do that. But we welcome support at any of those levels.
Wow, that's amazing. And actually, I was going to ask you some follow-on questions, and then you answer them perfectly in your statement. So that was perfect. And I guess some great information will include those links to folks who either want to make donations, be a mentor, or who are looking to apply. That's fantastic. And I guess, you know, you share some success stories, and you shared, I guess, some of the ambitions and some of the goals. Really want to know, I guess, maybe to kind of round out the conversation, what celebrating Women's History Month and International Women's Day, what does that look like at Thousand Dreams Fund?
Well, it's an important month for us, and for any organizations that work to support women directly, we celebrate our previous individuals who paved the path, the pioneers who went out there and made their dreams happen when there were very few women in these fields initially. So we really, content wise, our organization, we have a lot of content around that. Just to inspire, how far we've come, but also, reminding people how far we still need to go to make sure women are equally represented and equally supported in the workplace. So obviously, as a nonprofit, we're focused on fundraising during the month. And so this is where, we'll be raising money for this new Future Fund Fellowship for Women in Web3 and AI. But broadly for the organization, we have an initiative, a fundraiser called Dare to Dream. And Dare to Dream is like the umbrella for the entire organization. So we'll be telling stories, more success stories like Abby's, the Olympian that I told you about, throughout the month. And, for us, it is always so inspiring to have women we've invested in years ago come back to us and tell us what impact we've had on their journey into the workforce. I mean, we've had a few of those step forward in advance of next month, so you'll be hearing their stories. We've got a lot of really great little videos from them, and that we'll be sharing throughout the month. So we're very digitally savvy. That's one other thing that we do at 1000 Dreams. We make it easy for students to access these opportunities. So we're very invested in social media and digital marketing. So you'll see a lot of that content online very soon. And by the way, we're going to have a live event next week with the Giving Block, I should say. So that's really exciting for us on March 5th to be able to do that with our partner Ripple at their New York headquarters. And so that will be a thought leader focused event where we're kicking off this application, really celebrating, like I said, those pioneers in Web3, but also looking to inspire the next generation talent.
Yeah, that's amazing. Well, I guess to round out things, we'll have links in the show notes. But if people want to learn more about you, whether they want to contribute, whether they want to be interested in being a mentor, or even again how to gain access if they're students themselves, just give everybody a recap of where should they go and how can they learn more about you and Thousand Dreams Fund.
Absolutely. Well, definitely our website's a great resource. I'd say head to 1000dreamsfund.org. And underneath our programs link at the top, you'll find the program page for the Future Fund Fellowship for Women in Web3 and AI. And that is where you can find information on the ways you can support it. But also that is where the link to the application will live for students once we launch that next week. So definitely head there. We're very, as I mentioned, active on social media, so you can follow us on any of the typical social media channels at 1000dreamsfund.org, and you'll see our announcements and promotions there for our programming.
All right. Well, everyone, you heard it here from Christie. Get out there, make those contributions, grant some dreams. Super exciting. I know I'm going to check it out. Thanks so much, Christie, for joining, and we really appreciate you joining live from the crypto conferences out there. I hope it's a great week for you.
Thank you so much. We so appreciate you guys. And we'll be in touch.
Thanks for joining, everybody. And with that, we'll wrap up the episode, and we'll see you next week.